Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, today we're going to talk about soulless people. And you may be wondering, well, what's a soulless person? Is that an NPC? That's a non player character. No, it's not. Non player characters don't harm you. Um, and they are characters. They just aren't involved in your life at the time. So they're just kind of taking up space. You're a non player character in other people's lives. When you go grocery shopping, you're a non player character in their life because they don't know you. You're harmless. You're just filling up space, giving a sense of reality that they aren't alone. All right. A soulless person, however, is somebody who's not come through the sun, through the soul. As you know, I talk a lot about the soul. The sun is where we come from and where we return to. Now, the thing is that Earth isn't an enclosed dome. I want you to think of when you get a fancy coffee and they put that plastic dome with a hole on top. And so I want you to think there's your straw. So are we covered that it's just souls coming in? No, absolutely not. That cover is not there over Earth. So any entity can enter Earth. The problem is that they have to be in human form to function on Earth, right? So just like our soul is formless and we enter into a baby on its first breath, right? They take that breath and in comes your soul, and your solar and your silver cord is attached from the sun down into the earth. It anchors into your brown chakra, into the earth. And here you are. Until that cord is broken, here you are. Now, what happens is there's a split second for that soul to enter that body, that brand new body here on earth. And it's like we think about it, an egg with sperm, it's the fastest swimmer wins, right? And sometimes another entity hits that baby first. And there's nothing really a parent can do about it. There's a lot of soulless people here, and it's not anything to do with the parent. The parents can have 5 children with souls and one that's soulless. Soulless just means not of the sun. Some of these entities they're absolutely fine. They just want to experience Earth, and they go out about their way and experience Earth. But some of these soulless entities are very dark, and they're the ones who are causing a lot of problem on Earth right now. And some people call them archons. There's all kinds of different names for them, but they're soulless, meaning that they are not from the sun. Therefore, they are not here from God. All right. How do you know somebody's soulless? Well, there's many ways. There's number one, the aura of emptiness. Because a human soul gets into a little human body, and you know how clumsy it is at first, and it's got this huge massive soul is in this little body trying to activate it and act like a human here on earth. A soulless person with a dark entity, their aura will be black or it will even be void. And that's because either the entity's too small for the body or the entity's too big for the body. And it's not an aura you see the energy seeping out of the body. And it's just like, have you seen those pictures on thumbnails? It looks like there's a white or black glow around somebody, so they stand out. That's exactly what it looks like, but it's black. There's no color at all to it. Now, there are some humans with some very dark auras, but they're shiny, like gluey, like sticky, or they're snotty, or like you can tell there's substance to it. In these soulless people, it isn't. It's very transparent, and it feels cold. Like you just know you are with a soulless person. These people have no passion or creative spark. They cannot um, um, I'm going to shuffle these while I am talking, and then I'll tell you what cards these are. They're copycats. They're copycats. They have an emotional coldness. They have zero empathy. They laugh at the wrong times. They cry at the wrong times. They never feel anything what you're going through. They're cruel without justification. These are the people that are cruel to other human beings. They're cruel to um, animals, children. They're really cruel to children, extremely cruel. I don't have to emphasize what that is. They have no conscience whatsoever. None. They have no idea between right and wrong. They think nothing of ripping you off. They think nothing of taking all your money. Doesn't matter. Doesn't bother them in the least. They exploit people. They're pathological liars, and in that pathological lying, they are gaslighting you all the time. You know when you are around a soulless person, and the first sign is an energy drain. Have you ever visited with somebody and you leave or they leave and you are exhausted? Like exhausted. You can't even think. You might even be a bit confused. Gotta go lay down for a nap or have a coffee or something. You've been around a soulless person because they're sucking the energy out of you. Just your gut instinct, your intuition. So your heart, energy heart from the soul, is trying to read their soul. Do I know this person? Do we have a contract? How do I know this person? Is this person new? What's going on? Where are they? Your heart energy is always constantly reading this other energy, and is this person safe or not? And they have, like, your instincts are going, I can't read them, get out, get out, this person's not safe. That's your intuition telling you. Animals, avoid them. Dogs, especially cats, um, and one of the things that if you do have somebody, a soulless person in your home after they leave, you feel like you have to clean this place. Even if it's clean, it's like, oh, it's time to wash these walls. It almost feels like their energy is sticking everywhere and you might not know why. It's like, oh, I got to clean these drawers, or I got to, right? That deep cleaning. And it's just, your body and your intuition is telling you, cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. This person's energy is just stuck all over the place. So one of the things we can do is, there's soulless people and celebrities, politicians. You just have to look in their eyes. We've read on a couple of times on celebrities. Are they soulless? Do they have a black aura? And so on. So what I'm going to do is I've come up with a 5-card reading. And so we're going to pull 5 cards for significant celebrities. And let's see what the Oracle card says about them. So this is the Witchwood Oracle Fortune cards. And this is new to the tarot table. I believe I got them on Etsy. And they're fortune telling cards. So they aren't tarot, but they're really they're black and white, and I think they're going to fit in with what we want to do. All right. So first of all, one of the things that dark souls or black souls or soulless people do is they wear a mask out in the real world. What they show the world. They show the world they're loving and kind and smiling, and they're just always the sweetest people. But once the mask slips, they're absolutely horrible, horrible people. Like they're bullies. Like, who do we know like that? Like a Meghan Markle puts on this sweet, oh, fizzy kind word salad about inclusive, and oh, and look at me making a salad. And then you hear from behind the scenes bully allegations and other people calling them grifters and whatnot. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to do Meghan Markle first. Is she a soulless person, or is she just right? Not everybody who's a bitch is a soulless person. They're just a bitch. Or did I say that out loud? Also, another thing about soulless people, some of them might be diagnosed with severe mental illness, like a narcissism personality disorder. That's a good one. And borderline personality disorder, sometimes a combination of the two. And I don't believe schizophrenia is. I think people with schizophrenia they don't have enough filters. So they see things and hear things we can't see and hear. And they think they're so real that they listen to them. Somebody made a really great comment, and I wish I could remember who it was. Apparently, when you take a picture with your iPhone, your iPhone will see things that you can't see. So especially at night, this happens to many people. They can't see the northern lights. But if they point their phone up, their iPhone, and take a picture, and they'll look at the picture and there's the northern lights. I've done the same thing with stars and the moon and whatnot. And apparently there's some schizophrenics, if they think they're talking to somebody, they'll take a picture in that direction and have a look and see if it shows up in the picture on their phone. And yeah, and I guess that's working for them. That was kind of a cool sidebar. Anyways, Meghan Markle. So card number 1, the mask they wear, what they show the world. And so this card will reveal the persona that she projects. Is it charming? Is it kind? Is it oddly too perfect? Let's pull one. Oh, the wolf. Oh boy, oh boy. Hungry like the wolf, always on the prowl. Always thinking she's alpha, right? All right. So that's the mask they show, that she's this, wolf, she's an alpha. But what's their true energetic nature? So this card will unveil the soul beneath. If the card is cold, reversed, or hollow feeling, you may be facing somebody who has a spiritual void. So let's see. So that's who she shows who she is. Alpha, the wolf, hungry like the wolf, business person. And what is their true energetic nature? The hand. Taking. Oh, the claw. Look how many of us call her the claw. How she hangs on to Harry or hangs on to people, right? Isn't that interesting? Their relationship to the truth. In other words, are they a pathological liar? A positive card will indicate no in this case, and a negative card will indicate yes. And the more the negative card is, the more pathological is their lying, right? We all lie. Anybody says I don't lie is a liar. Of course you do a white lie. Your child brings home an art picture that they did in art, that's the most beautiful butterfly I've ever seen, or, wow, you're doing fantastic. There's encouragement, there's little white lies, or do these jeans make my ass look big? No, not at all, not at all. That's a loaded question, eh? Anyways, their relationship to the truth, her relationship to the truth. The coins, money. So she is true to the fact. She likes money. She really likes money. So like I said, the closer that as a positive, then no, she's not a pathological liar. She's not a pathological liar. She is a liar, absolutely, but pathological, no. She has come out and said she wants to be a billionaire and she wants money and she wants this, and that's absolutely the truth. Maybe that's the only thing she's telling the truth about, but it's the truth. All right, her capacity for empathy. What does she feel for others? A healthy soul resonates with compassion for others. This card will show whether they're capable of true human connection or simply mimicry. Oh, the witch. Nope. Zero empathy. Zero. And this is your soul's warning, what your intuition is trying to tell you. The reason I'm showing you this is you can do this with any kind of deck of cards. If you think that person at work is soulless, or you think your neighbor is, or perhaps you think your cousin, your brother, your sister, just the way they treat you. Are they just a narcissist, or is this somebody without a soul? You can quickly do something like this just to maybe even calm your intuition. So, what's your soul's warning? What is my intuition trying to tell me about this person? And this is your sacred alarm bell. And this card is actually your higher self's direct message about Meghan Markle. The tree, bare, unbending, nothing there, winter, cold. I'm going to say she's not a soulless person. I am going to say, though, that let's pull a clarifier here. What's the final verdict? Is Meghan Markle a soulless person? Or is she just having, some kind of mental illness? Is she just a bitch? What's going on here? The mask. Isn't that interesting? She just likes to wear a mask. She's an actress. Everything she does is acting. She's all about money, but she's not a soulless person. She wears a mask for possibly like multiple personality or something like that. But she's not a soulless person. All right. So that's the one we learned on. I'm going to show you now. We're going to go faster. I'm going to show you a different one. Now we're going to do Mark Zuckerberg. There's many people that say he looks like an alien. There's nothing behind his eyes. He thinks nothing of exploiting people, manipulating people to get what he wants, right? And just think about how he uses your personal information. How cold, doesn't care what Facebook does to you, doesn't care that people use your pictures and claims that they are you. Is he all about the money? So many people say there's nothing behind those eyes. So let's ask the cards. And so I'll go much faster this time because now you know how the system works. So the mask they wear, what do they show the world? What does Mark Zuckerberg, what's the mask he wears that he shows the world? The compass. He's all over the world. That, right? Facebook is worldwide. He's going and constantly going in different directions. Instagram, WhatsApp, like now he's called Meta, right? So I'm getting that he shows this mask that he's almost like an Elon Musk, like doing things all over the place. Okay, so now what is his true energetic nature? What is his true energetic nature? Oh, death. Wow. If this card is cold or hollow feeling, you may be facing somebody with a spiritual void. You know what I just thought of too? He wants to show that he is of this world. Holy. Okay, their relationship to the truth. Are they honest or deceptive? And remember, the more positive the card is, the further they are from being a liar. Okay? The crown. That's one thing I don't think anybody's ever said about Mark Zuckerberg, that he's a pathological liar. Okay, what about their capacity for empathy? Do they feel others? Are they capable of true human connection? Chaos. No, he's not. Absolutely not. And what's my soul trying to warn me about this person? What does my soul want to tell me about this person? What does my soul want to tell me about this person? What does my soul warn me about this? What's my soul trying to warn me? My intuition, my instinct, the wolf. So what's the final verdict? Is this a soulless person? And remember, soulless just means not coming from the sun. Is this a soulless person? Is this a soulless person? The wand. The wand. Is this... I'm going to say yes, because the wand in tarot upright is a yes. I think he's a soulless person. But I'm not getting that he's a dark soulless person. I'm getting he is a different entity. He is a different entity. He's here to hunt, but I don't believe he's here to kill. He just wants, he's here to make some money, topple a few things, perhaps, control. That's what alpha dogs do. They control the pack, don't they? All right, let's do Elon Musk. Let's do Elon Musk. What's the mask he wears out in public? Elon Musk, the mask he wears out in public. Elon Musk, the mask he wears out in public. Elon Musk, the mask he wears out in public. The lady, well, that's pregnant with possibilities. That is constantly creating. That's the feminine energy of creation. I mean, he just created a restaurant. And this is so interesting. I get a feeling that Elon is going to start to move away from a lot of the masculine things that he's done. So, for example, that truck was very masculine. And I think now look at his next thing is a diner. And what's that? Feeding people. That's very feminine energy. So perhaps we're going to see more vehicles or more innovation that is more female friendly. Rounder, right? Rounder edges, voluptuous, perhaps more luxurious instead of leather. Nice, go back to velvet. Remember when cars had velvet seats? My dad had an Oldsmobile and had those dark blue, almost navy velvet seats. That was fancy. All right. What's his true energetic nature? So this is what he wants to show the world, that he's carrying. You know what? You think about it. How many children has he had? Not him personally. I think he's up to 13 children he's fathered. Well, that's pregnant with possibilities. That's, to continue to create like that's very much feminine energy. All right. But what is his true energetic nature? Oh, look at that. Same as Mark Zuckerberg. Hollow. All right. What's their relationship to the truth? Are they pathological liars, or are they, for the most part, truth tellers? What's their relationship to the truth? And this will be interesting considering everything that's going on with Trump right now. The witch. I'm going to say he has a very loose relationship with the truth. Now, for my friends out there who are involved in Wicca, there's two aspects to Wicca. Like there's different aspects of everything. There's, for example, there's fundamental Christians, and then there's Christians who just go to church on Christmas and Easter and try and be good people. It's a spectrum almost. And so when this witch is on here, I'm going to say this is not Wiccan positive. This will be somebody who uses black magic in this card. And so I'm going to say he is pretty deceptive. You have to be careful what Elon says. I mean, remember, like he has been accused of taking too many drugs. He's been accused of not admitting who's his child or who isn't. So that kind of fits, actually. What's their capacity for empathy? What's their capacity for empathy? Are they capable of human connection? The moon, I'm going to say it waxes and wanes. I'm going to say he connects with somebody and he disconnects. Right? The moon's the fastest moving planet that affects us here on Earth. So I'm going to say that his empathy runs hot and cold. So I think he's the kind of person that'll love bomb you and then ghost you. Love bomb you and ghost you. I think his empathy is cyclical. And maybe some of it he thinks is socially accepted. Okay, and so what's my intuition trying to tell me about Elon Musk? What's my soul trying to tell me about Elon Musk? What's my soul trying to tell me about Elon Musk? What's my soul trying to warn me about Elon Musk? The wolf, just like Mark Zuckerberg, just like Meghan Markle. Alpha, alpha. So what's the final verdict? Is Elon Musk a soulless person? Is Elon Musk a soulless person? The owl. Who? Who? You know what? The owl, of course, is wise and wisdom. And I've done other readings on Elon Musk. I don't think that he's a soulless person. I think when he said he is on the spectrum, I believe it. And he is wise. He's one of the most intelligent people on the face of Earth. I'm going to say that he is void of some human characteristics, but this just tells me he's too smart for the majority of us. I'm going to say that this is going along with his creativity. You cannot be creative and not have a soul, because remember, one of the symptoms is no passion or creativity. I think that he has a soul, but I think he may have traded brains for heart, or traded his heart for brains, or one of them. He's missing that heart brain connection. I think his intelligence makes it feel like he's soulless. All right. I think I did a reading on him and I thought it said he was an Atlantean. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. Of course, you're all probably waiting for Trump, right? Is Trump a soulless person? You know, he's putting tariffs on everybody. That's got to be against God. I kid. I just think sometimes it's so ridiculous. But to be fair, I don't trust any politician. I honestly don't. But is he a politician? That's the big argument. All right. Donald Trump, is he a soulless person? So what's the mask that he shows people that, or like he wants people to think that what he is? What's the mask that Donald Trump shows the world? The rat. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Interesting. Now let's see what's his true energetic nature. Maybe he tries to show some people that he is, this tough guy, and what can he say about a rat? What's his true nature though? What's his true nature though? The cup. The cup is actually love and hold things, and yeah, it's like the cup holds things and supports things, and that's so interesting. Why does he want to show the world he's Mr. Tough Guy, but he's a marshmallow on the inside? Very loving, very right. The cup is loving, like my cup runneth over. And I can't say it's alcohol. He doesn't drink at all. Very loving. Isn't that interesting? Okay. And what's his relationship to the truth? This will be very interesting as a politician. Just to remind you again, more positive it is, the less they lie. All right? The more negative it is, the more that they lie. What's his relationship to the truth? The wand. It's actually very kind of truthful. Huh. Okay. What's their capacity for empathy? In other words, how capable is he of connecting with other human beings? What's his coins through money? He's generous through money. He giving people things. That really shines here with the cup. Helping people out with money. Huh. And the last one is, what's my soul's intuition warning me about Donald Trump? What's my soul's intuition? Now, so for some of you, your soul might be giving you a different warning. So that is why I'm teaching you to do this. Perhaps there's something you guys have entangled in a previous lifetime. So you have a red light flashing. Maybe other people, he's part of their soul family and they've got the green light to be around them. All right. Death. Well, truth be told, my alarm bell is telling me he's not going to last much longer. So that's interesting that has come up. This is your alarm bell. Trust it. This card offers you your higher self direct message. Okay. And then so what's the verdict? Is Donald Trump a soulless person? Remember, soulless meaning not coming from the sun, meaning a different entity. And entities can come from below or from above. The lady, pregnant with possibilities. I'm going to say he is not a soulless person. He's not. So some of you might want to try this last card. What's your affiliation with him? Obviously, I have no affiliation with him. I don't know him. I can't vote for him. Whatever he doesn't affect me in any which way. So I have no affiliation with him. And my intuition that he doesn't last very long that's very interesting. All right, I'm going to do Oprah. And this will be a great time to tell you, this is like a tarot card reading oracle card reading for entertainment purposes only. This is just a work of fiction. Please do your own research and form your own opinions. All right, Oprah. What's the mask that Oprah wears? What's the mask that Oprah wears? What's the mask that Oprah wears? A wolf. Isn't that interesting? So many of them are coming up with the wolf. And that's so true. She's very alpha. Her name should have been Alpha, not Oprah. She's very alpha. And that's the mask she wears. That's her business mask. It's interesting, Meghan Markle's came up the same. So is she trying to emulate Oprah, right? All right. But what is their true soul beneath? 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 Oprah. The wand. The conductor. The creates things. The wand. Huh. Okay. So what's the relationship to the truth, Oprah? I don't think there's anybody who considers Oprah a liar, except when it comes to her relationship with Gayle King. Everybody, I mean, if you don't know by now, if you haven't figured it out by now, what's Oprah's relationship to the truth? The owl. Okay, she actually is very truthful. She has a fantastic relationship with the truth, but her truth is more intellectual. And that is very common with an Aquarius person. Okay, their capacity for empathy. Their capacity for empathy. 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 Wow, she doesn't have any. Isn't that shocking? How many times has she cried with guests? How many times has she hugged guests? How many times has she's like, you get this, you get that, you get this? She has no empathy or connection with or true human connection with other people. Wow. Wow, that is shocking. So what is my soul's warning about Oprah? What's my soul's warning about Oprah? Again, this is my soul. Your soul might be different. Perhaps your soul, you really like Oprah. You get really good vibes from her. Perhaps you don't. Whatever. Maybe you're indifferent to her. Ooh, coins popped out. This card offers your higher self direct message. Oprah's all about money. She's all about money. And perhaps that's why there's lots of rumors that Oprah was a terrible employer, like a real terrible employer. She actually would say, well, you know, you get to tell everybody you work for Oprah. Isn't that enough? And my instinct about her being all about the money and is correct. Let's do the verdict, the final verdict. Is Oprah a soulless person? Is Oprah a soulless person? Is Oprah a soulless person? The rat. I'm going to say yeah, she is. I'm going to say yeah, she is. Right? And remember, not all soulless people become mass murderers or hurt children. Oh, wonder if this has something to do with her ties to some certain Jeffrey Epstein and her girls' school in South Africa. Right? She has no empathy for other people. And my instincts are she's all in it for the money, which is a soulless person as well. I'm going to say yes, but I'm not sure that she's a dark entity. Mind you, though, I've always said Oprah has a black aura. I want one more card. One more card. Is Sola? Why would I say Sola? Is Oprah a dark entity? Is Oprah a dark ant? I want to call her Sola. Oh my goodness. Can't get darker than the black cat. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And this one is the one that points that out to us. All right, well, there's just a sample of it. I know we've got lots more to do. We've got Jeffrey Epstein, we got Zelensky, we got Putin, Netanyahu, I could go on and on. We've got lots here to do. So this was just a taste of it. I'll put some names down below and I will gather them, but please make them that the general population would be interested in them. I can't do your neighbor or some local yokel kind of guy. So thank you for considering that and contributing to the channel. But let's just try and make this for everybody. All right. So thank you very much for your time, and let me know what you thought of this. Let me know if you're going to use this. I'll put the 5 cards down in the description box for you so you can figure it out for yourself. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.